Good afternoon. Welcome to the weekly update, day 579 here at the EMA office, where I'm joined with Assistant Director Brian Whitaker. And Brian, you have the numbers today.
Yes, sir, I do. In St. Clair County, we have tested 497,340. That is an increase of 11,201 since last week. Positive test results are 39,988, and that's an increase of 331 since last week. Those are males and females under the age of 1 up to their 80s, and that brings our weekly county positivity down this week to 3.0%. Our regional positivity as of October 10th is also down to 3.6%. For negative test results, we're at 457,352. Sadly, we are announcing 8 additional COVID-related deaths this week, bringing the county death total to 553. Those are a male in his 60s and a male in his 80s who did have underlying health conditions, and then a male in his 30s, a male in his 60s, a female in her 70s, 2 males in their 80s with unknown health conditions, and we also did have 1 subject under the age of 20 with no known health conditions be a death related to COVID-19. For those that have completed their IDPH required 10-day isolation period, we're at 38,924. For state totals, they've tested 33,443,341. Positive test results of 1,660,883, and that's an increase of 16,890 since last week. The state announced 174 additional COVID-19 related deaths, bringing the statewide death total to 25,327. For hospitalization numbers, those in St. Clair County hospitals, we have 32 patients admitted due to COVID-related illness, with 4 patients on ventilators. Regionally, there are 63 patients admitted due to COVID-related illness, with 8 patients on ventilators. We'll show you the graph that comes from our partner hospitals here at BJC, St. Elizabeth's, and Touche. This week, you see a little change in the graph, unfortunately. We have 32 hospitalized patients. This week, 14 of those patients are vaccinated, 18 are unvaccinated. There are 8 patients in the ICU, of which 3 are vaccinated, 5 are unvaccinated, and there are 4 patients on ventilators, 1 of whom is vaccinated, 3 of whom are unvaccinated. So we see this is taking a toll on our population, and it's very important if you're eligible for that booster shot, get out and get that booster shot. If you're someone who hasn't taken the opportunity to get the vaccine yet, go ahead and get that vaccine and help protect yourself and others. We also have the age breakdown for this week that we will display up there. As you see, 14% of our cases, 10 and under, 15%, 11 to 20, 10%, 21 to 30, and so on and so forth. Again, a large majority of this graph being those under the age of 40. We'll move into our congregate living facilities, those with changes this week. We have Cedar Ridge of Lebanon has 185 cases and 24 deaths, and that's an increase of 7 cases since last week. And New Athens Home for the Aged has 89 cases and 10 deaths, which is an increase of 2 cases from last week. And I'll turn it back over to Director Simmons for the zip codes.
Fine, thank you, Brian. Out of the zip codes, as you know, we have 27 zip codes throughout St. Clair County, and this week all but 2 of them have seen increases in additional cases. So we'll start off 62059 has an increase of 1, which is up to 56. 62201 goes up 4 to 805. 62203 goes up 6 to 899. 62204 goes up 5 to 606. 62205 goes up 4 to 939. 62206 goes up 17 to 1,981. 62207 goes up 10 to 938. 62208 goes up 31 to 2,301. 62220 goes up 21 to 2,816. 62221 goes up 10 to 3,783. 62223 goes up 23 to 2,440. 62225 goes up 4 to 250. 62226 goes up 35 to 4,310. 62232 goes up 14 to 1,194. 62239 goes up 14 to 674. 62240 goes up 4 to 236. 62243 went up 7 to 954. 62254 went up 12 to 982. 62257 went up 7 to 476. 62258 went up 9 to 1,443. 62260 went up 6 to 970. 62264 went up 2 to 495. 62269 went up 34 to 4,420. 62285 went up 6 to 750. And 62289 went up 4 to 65. So Brian, as you can see, that's still out there amongst all the zip codes in the county.
Definitely throughout the county being impacted by this virus. We're still seeing it in the younger and younger ages. Those who are healthier are still coming down with a pretty serious virus, and now we're seeing some change in our hospitalizations. So it's something that's definitely still very concerning, and that's why it's so important to get that vaccine. If you're eligible now for your booster shot, there were some questions on there about who is eligible. So currently booster shots are being administered to those who have received the Pfizer vaccine and you're at least 6 months from your second shot. Also, to be in that category, you must be 65 or older or 18 to 64 with one of many underlying health conditions that's listed on our Facebook and web pages. And there's also about 13 job categories. If you work in food and agriculture, if you work in first responder, healthcare, education, public transportation, lots of different categories there that you could fall into to be eligible for that booster shot. And if you're more than 6 months out from your second Pfizer vaccine, we strongly encourage everyone to go in there and take a look and see if you qualify for that booster dose.
Well, and we continue to encourage you. Again, it's everybody's individual choice, but again, these numbers are telling the story of this 8 deaths this last week of our county residents, of citizens. A loved one to one of our citizens here. So 8 more deaths is just way too many, and we keep saying that each and every week. We've made it as simple as possible. The mass site is opened Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. We've done about 569. We're averaging a day. And we've been open 2 weeks, and how many we've done in 2 weeks?
So in the first 5 days that we've been open so far, we're just under 2,700 vaccines.
Which is good numbers. We said when we started that we were shooting for 500 a day, so we're actually doing that.
We've been consistently over that.
Been consistent, and we're going to continue to stay open that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday throughout the rest of this month. I understand.
Correct.
So there's no reason. I mean, from the time you pull in there at the fairgrounds, you don't need an appointment. We encourage you to try to schedule one, but if you're just out and say, hey, I want to go get that booster shot, or if you want to get your first shot, you just go in there and tell them, and they'll take care of you.
And if you can't make it down there on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, the site here at 330 West Main is still open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to 4. Again, appointments are encouraged, but if you don't have one, stop in there. They will take care of getting you what you need. They've been offering some variety of the Moderna shot as well for somebody that might need a first or second dose of that. And then we're all waiting for the final announcements on the review of not only the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson booster shots, but Pfizer has submitted for emergency use authorization for 5 to 11-year-olds.
Right, and that's going to be hopefully going to be decided on here later on this month.
Correct.
From what we're hearing. So, we've made it as easy as possible here in St. Clair County with the mass site and at 330 West Main Street. You can stay in your car, just have your identification. If you're there to get the booster shot, just make sure you've got your vaccination card. It will have on there the date that you had your second shot, and as Brian said, you must be 6 months past that second Pfizer shot. Roll up your sleeve, get your shot, and from the time you get on the lot, depending on if you're that 15-minute observation time or a 30-minute, you're in and out of there within 40 minutes or so. It's a short time to spend to get a whole bunch of prevention, and that's what we're encouraging. As we've said for 579 days, do your part, be a part of the solution. We keep saying that we want to get this put behind us, but it takes a team effort. Team St. Clair, we've been doing this. We're going to continue to do this. We're still here each and every week, and we'll continue to be here until at which time we think that this is going to get behind us. But until then, you're going to have to put up with us. If there's anything that develops between now and next Wednesday, we'll come to you on our social media pages. But we strongly encourage you, if you have not got your first shot, 8 deaths, 25 zip codes out of 27 in our county saw increases over this last week. That ought to signal that it's still out there, it's among us. So do your part. We'll see you back here next Wednesday. Everybody have a good evening.